All right, Tiger Nation, as we continue our player interviews down here at the 2025 HBCU Legacy Bowl. Again, I'm Ken Clark, and now I have the pleasure of sitting down with a very unique Tiger. He's a man with two brand names, and we're going to get all into it today. We got brother Kevric Wiggins Jr. We used to call him K5. Then we went from K5 to 1K.
Right.
We're going to leave it right there. What's up, baby? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
How you doing, man? How's your week,
good.
man, down here in the NO?
It's amazing, just this experience alone. I'm from Louisiana, so, just coming back home is crazy to me. So all my family going to be in town for the game. It's going to be a good experience. Yeah,
So what part of Louisiana you from?
I'm from Alexandria, Louisiana.
Alexandria, wow.
Good town, man.
Yeah, I'm very familiar. I got friends over in Alexandria. Absolutely.
Not too many people know that, though. But yeah, I'm from Alexandria, Louisiana. So yeah.
A lot of people thought you was from Houston.
Right,
man.
that's what I'm saying. Look, I claim Houston, but I'm really from Alexandria, y'all. Now y'all know.
Yes, indeed. Let's jump right into it, man. You did something unique, man, and man, you branded yourself so well. I'll go here with it. You transferred in from ULM with Coach Prime. Coach Prime was with us, and man, we embraced you. We got to know you as K5, right? Then you get to your final year. It's go time. You do a number switch, and then you go, look, I got to go to 1K now. So you got to give us your own version of how you got to that point and what led to the mindset, man.
It's crazy because I was actually sitting at home, man, talking to my pops, and I was like, man, what you think about going to 1 this year? And he was like, man, I've been thinking about that, ever since the season ended. Because, in high school, I wore 7. So, like, my last year, I got my real number. So, like, number 1 been my number since I Little League, so I had to get 1. So, Jack State 1 means something. It means
it
like,
does.
You that guy.
You
so
that one. You him.
I'm gonna ask Coach TC, man. Would he be, give me the honor to wear 1? So he gave me the honor. I was like, man, yeah, this the year. So, definitely.
It's that simple, man. So, but you did well and branded yourself well, man. You became a public figure athlete. Shout out to Rick Deuce, and I know you did some big things, man. And proud of you, man. Keep up the good work. You're down here with your coaches and teammates. 6 coaches, 6 teammates, man. Tell everybody how that has been, man. Being down here with them.
It feel like Jackson State, man. Look, I was telling Coach Quinn today, man. I was like, man, it feel like a Jackson State practice. Coach Quinn, my coach, so it feel like I'm back at home, in Jackson. So I love it, man. I feel like it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying, just to have all our coaches, who know us, and it just feel like family everywhere, you know what I'm saying. So I love that. Yeah.
Man, you know what? And then too, we won a national championship. We finally got over the hump. We won a Celebration Bowl. You're one of the few players that got a chance to play in the Celebration Bowl prior, and we didn't reach our goal. But talk about the difference in the different experiences.
Man, I feel like this year we really just kind of got it out the mud. Like just different players from everywhere just came together as one and really just became a big family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see your brother getting beat up, you jump on him for your brother. That's kind of how we played. Like, you see him getting jumped on, we all jumping in. So I feel like it was just really more family orientated. Coach TC did a good job. Coach O, just bringing everybody together and make sure they know, like, every week we chopping at the bit to get to that Atlanta. So, you know what I'm saying? Even starting in the summer, spring ball, they was like, man, we trying to chase Atlanta. So we finally did it, and it feel great. Champs, man.
Man, that's powerful, man. I want to ask you this uniquely. You played alongside, you got 2 former teammates that's in the NFL right now. James Houston.
That was my roommate, yeah.
That was your roommate, yep. And then you got Zay Bolden, who played in the, in the DB room with you. How are your relationships with your former teammates, and have they had any type of conversation with you through some of this process?
Oh yeah. So
let's talk about it.
James, I talked to James, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He doing what he do, being James. You know what I'm saying? But when I first got to Jackson, he always said, man, I'm going to the league. I'm going to the league. Every day he woke up, he like, K5, I'm going to the league. I'm like, bro, I know you're going to the league. So he really made it happen. That's just, what I'm saying, seeing my brother prevail just made me like, man, I could do it too, And of course, me and Isaiah, we talk every day. Like, that's like my best friend. Like, that's really like my best friend. So, yeah, shout out Zay, man, 2-3. But nah, yeah. So just me and him chopping it up. Like he telling me how the league is. Like even probably like 10 minutes ago, he had hit me up, asking me how how the bowl going and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm still in touch with him, man. That's that's my boy. So yeah.
Absolutely, definitely. Man. You down here, a lot of scouts, all 32 teams represented. Have you had a chance to have some conversations?
Yeah, I talked to like a couple teams yesterday, really. But the first day I kind of went crazy, so they was looking at me. But yeah, I've been talking to some teams for sure though, trying to get my name out there and showing that I could play. HBCU could play with anybody. So yeah, definitely.
How when you're sitting down with a GM or a scout, and they're asking these questions, man, how do you package yourself and let them know, hey, listen, I'm a guy that you want to take a bigger look at, and if I get that opportunity, I'm gonna cash in on.
Right, just like I said, man, just the players that came through Jackson State, like they showed them, like, man, we the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like we have guys on teams, so I feel like if you want to come find, people that really could ball and play in the league, you come to Jackson State. So I tell them, like, man, we built different over here. You know what I'm saying? We Tiger, we bleed blue. So I just tell them, like, we all built different, cut different, and we just come with a different dog in us. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely, definitely. Man. I got a unique question for you. You had a chance, man. When Coach Prime left, that was a tough time for all of us, really, Tiger Nation. But we were so excited for Coach TC. We were confident. Coach TC, Coach O takes over. I mean, you had a chance. You could have bounced. I want to get your thoughts on what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna stay here. I'm Jack State is home, and I'm gonna finish it out here. And I asked you that because when you talk to players that have opportunities to go do other things, because you came from a G5 FBS school, but I wanted to get your thoughts on why'd you stay and what made that so important to
really,
you.
When Coach Prime was here, me and Coach TC had this relationship. Like I always talked noise to him, he talked noise back to me. So like we always built this relationship, you know what I'm saying? So like when Coach Prime left, I still felt safe to say like Jack State still gonna be Jack State. Like he gonna find some dog, even though they try to count us out. Yeah. He still found a way, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out Coach TC and Coach O, man. I promise they're the right guys for Jackson, for real. But, just like I said, like we just built that relationship back then. So I feel like I had my trust in him and he trusted in me, and he told me like, even when that week when Coach Prime said he was leaving, he was like, you my guy. He told me like every day, like, K5, you one of my guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to hear that from him, I was like, man, he really believed in me. So why go somewhere else when I got, family right here who really, believe in me and giving me the stage to do what I do. So shout out to them for just believing in me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Absolutely, definitely. Man. Congratulations on finishing, getting your degree. Let's talk a little bit about school, because I know if football ends this weekend, and what's next for you from a professional standpoint?
So, man, I'm currently getting my master's in sports science. Okay. So, like, I'm thinking about, being like over kind of like a athletic director or something like that, or even coaching or something, so I'm just, taking it one step at a time. But I'm just finding ways to, see what I want to do, after, football said and done. But, like I said, man, just getting my degree from Jackson, just do it all, say it all. So I feel like, I'm going to find my lane and find my route. But, yeah, sports science is the route for me.
Man, I love that, man. I love that. Oh, yeah. Got a great family. Shout out to your dad. Is always,
shout out
vocal,
my fam, man. Yes, man. Appreciate you.
Kevric Wiggins the first.
Oh, yeah, he motivated, man.
Yeah,
the motivator.
Good family, man. Shout out to your pops, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
You got your brother that's still playing, FBS ball over, still at Liberty?
Oh, he's still at Liberty.
Yeah. So you said all of them will be here. Right. Talk about how important a week like this is. HBCU Legacy Bowl. Right. You got every conference represented. You got a lot of schools. Probably not every school is not represented, but you got a lot of all the conferences, including D2s as well. How has the competitive nature been out here? Talk about some of that. You on Team Robinson, you get to go up against Team Gaither, you know what I'm saying? It was very competitive at practice too, I must say, man. I love the one-on-ones, man, and a lot of smack talking, but talk about the importance of a week like this for HBCUs to be celebrated.
I feel like, just having us all together, all the best players in the HBCU, it really shows who got talent. Like I said, it gets me riled up, you know what I'm saying, to know I play him in the season and to come back and play him in a bowl game. And we talking Norwood the whole time, you know, we building this bond, you know what I'm saying, connection. It's different, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're getting us ready for the league, you know, showing us what, you know, the ins and outs of the league, and even with the scouts, you know, showing what they want. Even with the refs, like, I learned this week, like, you can't really, you know, touch receivers, like, down the field. Like, past 5 yards, they calling it every time. So, look, I told Coach Quinn, I was like, man, talk to those guys in Jackson and let them know, like, no more grabbing, none of that. Like, I come tell them myself. K5 told them, you know, no more grabbing and none of that. Like, the scouts are watching that. So, I feel like, you know, it's going to be a good game Saturday, but you know who coming on top, man. You know who coming out on top.
Man, you just said something.
Yeah.
Because I'm still, like, I believe that the cornerback position is the hardest,
man,
the hardest position in
people
football.
Do not know,
I say that's the one position where every time the ball is hiked, you're going backwards.
Right. Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So you guys have to really, you know, use your instincts. And now you're talking about not being able to really use your hands, man. Seeing how the game has changed, man, it has evolved. How have you been able to, you know, stay and reinvent your game? You had a really good season, you know, 3 interceptions from what we remember, you know, first team all SWAC. Congratulations on that. But just talk about the position, the cornerback position.
Man, like I said, like, I feel like it's more technique. Like, even after the first day, I had to, like, talk to my homeboy. He played for the Bengals. Okay. And I was like, man, like, I didn't know the refs are this harsh. You know what I'm saying? In the league, he was like, man, you got to use straight technique, like all feet, no hands. And it just makes it even harder for the cornerbacks, you know, to even make a play. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it helps, you know, because, you know, in college you get away with all, you know, you might get away with this, that. But, nah, I hear they calling it, man. So it helps a lot with your game and just elevating even your mental. Like, you got to be on point. You got to know this, that, you know. So I feel like everybody should watch this game and, you know, take things away from the game that you know what I'm saying, you need to work on, or you feel me, if you're a young guy, and just, you know, like I said, just take away things you need to work on, for real.
I love it, man.
Definitely.
Good deal, man. So, you know, like I said, you get another ring. You know, you won a couple of SWAC championships, but actually a few. And then, like I said, you reached the mountaintop this time in winning the Celebration Bowl. After this weekend, if there's no more football for you, how would you culminate your career? How would you summarize your football playing days in a few words, in a matter of a few words?
I'll say I did, you know, all I could do. You know, I feel like I've been on some legendary teams. I made history, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, other people would want to be in my shoes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just blessed, you know, to be even a part of Jackson State when, you feel me, even with Coach Prime and, you know, Coach TC era, you know. I'm blessed to be, you know, have both, you know what I'm saying? I learned different things from both coaches. Right. So I'm just blessed to even be here and rock the blue, man, you know. Man, so
gotta love it,
yes,
man.
Sir.
I'll give you a chance to talk about, you know, your younger brothers, that's up and coming in that cornerback room.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
still at Jackson State.
Man, we have a lot of guys. You know, one of my favorite, KJ, man.
KJ.
I love KJ.
KJ, you owe me. I always say that
that's
to
my
him,
guy.
Man.
Nah, KJ and we got Lil Mike. Lil Mike too, number 10. Yeah, he definitely gonna be a dog. But no, those guys, they played their butts off this year. So hats off to them. You know, KJ, I think at one point he was almost leading the SWAC in PBUs, you know what I'm saying, as a freshman. So I told them guys, just, you know, keep your head down and work. You got all the coaches you need, you know, everything you need. You just gotta work. So
Love
yes,
it,
sir.
Man. Love it.
Definitely.
Well, listen, man, it's great. You know, always we've had a long run, man, in building relationships,
yes,
but I want you to give Tiger Nation your salutation, man.
Man,
you know,
look,
it ain't goodbye.
Right.
It's just
right. Yeah.
You know,
see you later.
A stamp on your playing days. You know, because we know you're gonna be back. You gotta pull up.
Oh,
you
I'm
know.
definitely gonna be around.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Man, Tiger Nation, man, I love y'all. Thank y'all for just bringing me in. You know what I'm saying? A guy like me, you know, happy vibes, good vibes. You know, y'all feel like family. Even the fans and the people that call me to this day, I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all don't know what y'all mean to me. And I will always be around, you know, K5, K1, whatever y'all want to call me. You know, I love y'all to the bottom of my heart, you know, so, yeah.
Hey, man, one of the best to do it, man.
Yes, sir.
One of the
yes,
ones
sir.
that we very proud of, man. K5, man, 1K, you know, it's all good, man. A true champion has represented the block with the utmost character, and man, we're proud of you, and we hate to see him go, as always. But again, I'm yours truly, Ken Clark, down here at the 2025 HBCU Legacy Bowl, and as always, it's D.I. Love. Go Tigers, baby.